get some money. Every day we blowing gas. Every day we in the mall. Every day we blowing cash. I do this every day. Every day I do this shit. It's just an ordinary day. Every day I get some money. Every day we blowing gas. Every day we in the mall. Every day we blowing cash. I do this every day. Every day I do this shit. It's just an ordinary day.
Hey guys, welcome to Flight School. On today's episode, we visited Sneak Peek Chicago, talked to the good people at Red Cobbler, had a one-on-one with Newface and Johnny at our debate desk, where they discussed his personal relationship and experience with the great Tinker Hatfield. Let's get over to Sneak Peek Chicago.
We here at Sneak Peek Chicago, my boy Chico. What's up with you, bro?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
How you feeling, man?
Good.
You want to tell these people your Instagram or your Twitter or anything?
You can follow me on YouTube at Chico Twins. You can follow me on Instagram at Chico1MT.
All right, tell the people what you got on today, bro.
I got on the Cougar 11s.
All right, that's what's up, man. How long you been into the sneaker game?
Probably since I was a shorty.
you was a shorty?
Yeah, about like 7, 8.
What was the first shoe that you felt like brought you over?
I would say the Metallic 5s.
That was mine too, I ain't gonna lie. That's a good one. So, how do you feel about the sneaker culture right now, man? Do you feel like it's elevating? Do you feel like it's at a purgatory? Do you feel like it's just...
Right now, I feel like Adidas taking over the game right now.
Okay.
But as far as the sneaker game, I feel like it's just getting worse and worse because we got too many people out here just destroying the sneaker game for the OGs.
Okay. So do you feel like the younger guys are more of a hype beast in the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a couple older people that's becoming hype beasts too and raising the prices on sneaker and ain't showing love. So it's destroying the game.
I believe that's facts. 'Cause I know a few on. But hey man, we down here at Sneak Peek, man. Like I said, I got my boy Chico. Follow him on YouTube. And we'll be back at you guys later with somebody else. Sneak Peek.
Well, looks like those guys are having fun over there. Let's send you over to the debate desk with Newface and Johnny.
Hey, welcome to Flight School. It's your boy Newface, and I'm here with my mans. Introduce yourself.
Hey, what up, guys? This Johnny So Chicago, man. You know, sneaker collector, man. Shoe salesman. A lot of y'all probably know me from the Jordan store.
Get the people your Instagram.
Johnny So Chicago, man. Dirty Fetish One, man. Follow me, man.
Make sure y'all follow him. So we're going to get into our first topic today, which is Tinker Hatfield, which is an important name to know in this sneaker world. And if you don't know, you're probably not as big of a sneakerhead as you thought you was. So with that being said, my first question to my guest is, for those who don't know who Tinker Hatfield is, who is he?
Man, Tinker. If you don't know who Tinker Hatfield is, man, you shouldn't even be calling yourself a sneakerhead. You know, Tinker's probably one of the, single-handedly one of the most influential people that's probably designed for Nike or Jordan. You know, people just know him for the Jordans, you know.
Right.
But beyond that, you know, Tinker designed the Air Max. People don't realize that without Tinker, there would be no Air Max. The Hirachi that a lot of y'all are running around in. The Air Raid, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know, so Tinker's really a part of this culture, you know. So if you don't know who he is, man, go check him out, man. You know, people don't understand, you know, just to give you a little background, Tinker started out, because if you see him, he doesn't look athletic. You know, you might just know him as that white dude that used to be in the
He look
pictures.
like an old white guy, skinny white guy, but...
Yeah, that was in all of the pictures with Mike. You know, he always had on those funny hats. But, you know, he was one of Mike's closest friends, you know, and like I said again, a lot of these shoes wouldn't even be around. Not designs to it, but actually sitting down and getting a pen and a paper and spending nights designing these shoes. You know, we can think of the colorways, but just think about the form.
As far as Tinker Hatfield as a person, like, what's some things that they probably don't know about his personal life that would be probably surprising to our audience? What's some of those things?
Tinker's from Oregon. You know, Tinker was All-American track star. He played basketball. He was a pole vaulter. What really got Tinker into shoes is Tinker actually injured himself doing the pole vaulting. And he was wanted to get back so quick, but all of the shoes that they gave him to train and get back weren't fitting him right. So I think what's his name? Bill Borman. A lot of people don't know who that is. You need to find out about him. He's the co-founder of Nike, and he was the track coach at Oregon. So him and Tinker got together, designed a shoe around Tinker's foot to help him get back to a speedy recovery. And the process just started from there. You know, Tinker's designed number 3 through 15 of Jordans, the 20s,
So that's including the Jordan 11 that everybody loves.
Yes. That's probably what he's
Tell me a special story about the Jordan 11s that you know that Tinker designed.
Okay.
How he got it to Jordan.
See, that's me and you talking. But okay, I'll let y'all in on a secret. And a lot of people, I can talk like this about Tinker because I've met him several times. I've actually was the one who sold Tinker his shoe for the unveil of the Jordan 30. But Tinker was telling me a story about when they were coming out with the 11. It was a shoe that Nike and Jordan really didn't want to mess with. You know, they didn't like the concept, the look, or anything.
That's crazy.
At this time, Mike was playing semi-pro ball in Birmingham.
Right, with the Barons.
Yes. Tinker got on a red-eye flight, had designed the shoe, spent his own money to actually have the shoe manufactured.
Why wasn't Nike behind it?
You know, politics.
Politics.
Like anything else. You
So
know?
he flew straight to Jordan. He went to talk to the man, huh?
You know, and we could take that a lot of ways. You know, that's what we call, you know, jumping out on faith, following your dreams.
Ambition and devotion.
Spending your own money to have a shoe design, to take it to somebody on a red-eye flight. You don't even know if they're gonna like it or even put their, you know, endorsement.
A lot of risk behind that.
We all know what happened with the Jordan 11.
One of the biggest risks that paid off.
You know.
Okay, guys, let's take a quick break from the debate desk so we can get over to the Red Cobbler, where they talked about what they are doing to push our culture forward.
Yo, what up? This your boy New Face from Flight School TV. I'm down here at Red Cobbler with my man's Mondo. Mondo, introduce yourself to the people.
So my name is Mondo. First our Cobbler, bro. We're in Chicago. We're stationed in Homer Park. We're on 2550 division. So what we do basically is we restore, we custom for anything all around, bro. It has to do with shoes.
So if somebody, let's just say somebody need a sole swap,
Oh,
y'all do that here.
most def. We could do so. That's child's play, bro. That's something easy.
So if somebody is just at some event and somebody step on their sneaker and really put a real big scuff in it, y'all get that out.
Most def, bro. That's nothing, man. That's just fun. It's fun for us, you know.
Right.
That's just something to sit around and play with.
And that's a huge part of the culture. That's why I had to come down here and talk to you. And I see, like, behind us, I see y'all got a couple sneakers up here, man. Y'all doing y'all thing on that, too.
Trying our best, man. We all started off small, real small.
Right.
We was like a little corner, you know. It gets big little by little.
Yeah, but I noticed you got some heat up here. Y'all definitely got some heat up here.
Man, we got quite a few things. We even got some of the customs we done made, man. You know, all pythons.
These right here, customs?
Yeah, we did those. Made it, dog. We made it from scratch.
This like gator skin.
It's python.
Python
It'd be snake.
skin.
But man, we can do from python to croc to ostrich, anything all around, B.
Oh yeah, y'all going crazy up here, man. I see even the lace swap.
Even do leather laces with it. Why not? You know, might as well be. Hey, if you're gonna go out, might as well go out the whole way and look right.
That's the best way to go, man.
You know,
that's the best way to go.
Why not?
Man, any shoe repair that you need, or even if you're in the area, just stop by, check out the collection they got on their wall. If you need shoe cleaner, you need Angelus paint, whatever you need, shoe repair, whatever you might need, make sure that y'all take the time to stop at Red Cobbler.
Be sure to look those guys up and pay them a visit. Let's go back to New Face and Johnny and see what's going on at the debate desk.
So, how would you describe his impact on the sneaker culture as a whole? Like, if you had to say how big of an impact he was in the sneaker culture, how would you rate him? What would you put him at?
I put him at the top, you know, not just because I met him, not because of all the shoes he designed, but his impact on the culture. You know, giving you the 11s, giving you the 3. You know, I give y'all a fun fact right now. What makes the Jordan 3 special is it was the first Jordan to have an outward air bubble. You know, just stuff like that. You know, we never think about that when you put that 3 on. You don't think about that like, where did this air bubble come from? But influence, man, at the top. You know, Forbes magazine described him as one of the 50 most influential people in life.
And he definitely deserved that title.
He
definitely
does.
deserved that title. From what he did in the sneaker game, I mean, his impact is huge, as you just said. So, I mean, my next question would be, is he on a level that nobody can match? Or do you think there's other people that had big impacts? Maybe it's not as big as him, but what other name come to mind when you think about having a huge impact on the sneaker culture?
Well, you know, it's that question like, is Mike gonna be the greatest? Is Kobe gonna catch him? Is LeBron? You know, I don't think anybody will ever have a bigger impact than Tinker, but you know, in the second running, I'd have to say Jeff Staple, who's, you know, everybody knows him as Jeff Staple, but his real name is John Ng.
Yeah, I think I heard of that name in a documentary I was watching, and they was talking about how he designed one of the
pigeon.
Yeah, he got
dunk.
the pigeon on it and on his clothing and stuff like that. Yeah, he made the pigeon dunk.
You know, for a lot of you guys out there waiting in line for shoes, it was his dunk pigeon that was released in 2005. That was the first full-on riot for shoes in history.
Yeah, I remember.
You know, really where the camp out started.
Right, it made a lot of news controversy in New York because he only released that in his store, right?
Yeah, and while we're talking about it, this is a kid that started with silk screen T-shirts, you know, doing his own T-shirts.
Humble beginnings.
You know, 10 T-shirts in his store to, you know, having Nike make him a special shoe for the store and the impact that shoe, you know, I don't know if you look on the internet and seen that shoe, but that's one of them holy grails.
It's going for a few thousand. It's definitely up there.
Yeah,
it's,
you know, but
it's definitely up there.
Besides him, you know, my guy Upscale Vandal. You know, he's a guy that a lot of y'all, you might want to get in tune with him. You know, it's Upscale Vandal on Instagram. You know, he's been at Complex. He's worked with BB Ice Cream Man, Ignore, everybody. But as far as like sneakers right now, the culture, the fashion world, he's got it, you know, by the neck, you know. I'd say you guys go check into him. He put me up on a lot of stuff, man, you know, and it's the fashion is a culture now, you know.
It's definitely a culture, and that's what this show is for. It's for the culture, urban fashion. It expands beyond just the shoe. It's more so a lifestyle with people, you know. And that's the at the heart and soul of the TV show. That's what we're about here at Flight School TV. We speak for the culture and from people that's in the culture. You feel?
Wow, guys, we had a lot of information today. Let's double back at Sneak Peek and see what those guys are doing.
All right, y'all already know, man. We here with some of the panelists, some of the consultants, some of the originators, man. These two guys right here make it happen, man. Second event out here in Massa. They put it together successfully both times. Shout out to y'all, man. Tell them who you is. Tell them who you are.
Hey, my name's Sean Grant, like y'all know, man. If you miss, you snooze, man. Hey, it's gonna get bigger and bigger. Make sure y'all come to the one in August. We ain't made the date yet, but my boy Mike can tell you a little bit more about it.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming out. Check us out, Instagram, Sneak Peek Chicago, Facebook, Sneak Peek Chicago, everywhere. Hashtag it, add it. Let's go viral because you see the crowd. We're not playing out here in Chicago.
All right, ain't a game. Hey, make sure you check in the next time.
For sure.
And like that, man. Y'all already know what that means, man. This sneak peek.
Yeah, get the game. What's up?
Flight School sneak peek, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Till next time.
That's a wrap for Sneak Peek Chicago. Let's close out with Johnny sharing some of his personal stories and experiences with the legendary Tinker Hatfield.
Bro, like, I was in the store yesterday, man, looking at some shoes, bro, and I was just having this conversation. Be like, hey, bro, like, what's up with you, man? Nothing, man. And I was like, man, those some dope J's you got on, bro. He was like, thanks, dog. And I was like, man, can't believe Tinker Hatfield made those, man. It's crazy to me. He just paused, right? And just looked at me. Who's Tinker Hatfield? What? Like I couldn't even get any words, man, to respond to this dude. Like, how do you have a fresh pair of J's on your feet, bro? Like some 11s or something, and you have no idea who Tinker Hatfield is, bro.
When I first met him, and he came in the store, he walked in, and everybody in the store was just, I'm not going to downplay some of my associates, but a lot of people didn't know who he was. I'm a fanatic, so I knew who he was. I paused in my tracks. I've helped a lot of people with shoes.
That's like seeing Mike himself just walk in the store.
Yeah, but it was just, I froze. So, people like, well, John doesn't really get excited. Who is this dude? So I told him, I'm like, and you call yourself a sneakerhead and you don't know who that is? So I went up to him and I'm like, Mr. Hatfield, I'm like, how you doing? And I was just stuck. And I was like, it is such an honor and a pleasure. You know what the man said to me? He said, hey, John, I'm just like anybody else. I just designed some of your favorite shoes. And that right there.
That big of a guy having that type of humble attitude.
Listen, when I sold him the shoe, he had that unveil at the planetarium. Mm-hmm. He comes to me, he says, John, I want you to run in the back and I want you to pick me out a shoe for this show. I was like a little kid. Yeah. You know how you go in the shoe store and you see the guy
right there.
Yeah, running to the back. Yeah. I was back there going crazy. I was like, what shoe do I pick for this guy?
That's pressure.
PNY Horizon. And I brought it out, and when I brought it out, he was like, you're good. He was like, I couldn't have had a better pick. And he actually sat down. He gave me his black card, man. He gave me his actual credit card. Like, here, go pay for this. I was stuck. I was like, no, sir, you got to pay for it. But he put the shoes on and actually wore them out. And, to see the clips on YouTube and just everywhere, and to be sitting back.
And knowing that behind the scenes what really happened.
Yeah, and I sold him that shoe. So,
man, hey, you're getting exclusive stories right here from Flight School TV that you would normally never get. This is what we do it for the culture. These type of stories is what fuel the culture. This is what keep the culture growing. We're trying to spread knowledge and understanding to everybody in the sneaker world. Just understand what you're witnessing here. We got a big man in the shoe game, Johnny here. Make sure he dropped his Instagram handle. Make sure y'all follow him. But the last thing that I want to say before we have to take a break is that if you had a chance today to have a conversation with Tinker, just a one-on-one type of conversation, what would be one thing that you will request or maybe talk to him about or ask him just to pick his brain or anything like that? What would that conversation be like for you if you had a chance to speak to Tinker today?
And 100 times it went through my mind. I used to sit back and be like, when you start working at the Jordan store, everybody's coming through there, stars, everything. So you tell yourself, you're joking around, like, what if whatchamacallit walked in? Like, I've had Draymond walk in on me.
Draymond Green.
Yeah. And in the Michigan jogging suit with a skull on, hoodie down, right. I'm a shark though. So, I get to the money first. So, first is to take care of them, treat them like a VIP.
Right.
But at the same time, a lot of times you can't show that fan side when you're on the floor selling shoes.
Right.
So with Tinker, I sat down and the thing that I asked him is, I said, what one shoe meant the most to you? Like, what was your favorite shoe to design? And
that's a great question.
Again, it was the 11. And it was just the whole story. And people don't understand, he's kind of a rebel. And it was the thing that he did it himself. A lot of times in life, man, we're going to give you all kind of lessons here. Work at what you want, man. Start from the bottom, build up, get you a good team, man, and just keep building. If you go out there every day and try your hardest, you can say that you tried, man. You're going to break through. But, just knowing that where he started from, how many people knew he was an architect? He was an architect, and then look at him now.
Designing like houses?
Yeah, houses. On Frank Lloyd Wright level, a lot of different houses, a lot of different sporting arenas, skyscrapers, stuff like that, and to transfer that over to shoes. But, I asked him, and he was like, it was just a whole story of, you know, catching a plane, the red eye, taking it there,
Just
not
to
knowing.
get that Jordan 11 out.
Yeah, and then look at it now. You know, again, one of the most iconic Jordans that it is.
That is a fact.
Was that I also have come to another crossroads, which is at some point, how long do you keep trying to be current and be the designer or be a designer or try to do new and different things? At what point do you become a mentor or a teacher and try and pass along what you've known to younger and better talent?